Well, that was an interesting period of Twitch just refusing to load anything. But we're back now. Touch wood, we'll be back for quite a while. Now, where we left off, somebody was presenting the idea that maybe we could get some military access, or even just any kind of access from the Fallen Empire to go into their areas, but no. Fallen Empires will never trade civilian access, period, so no. I think we're just bummed out of that one. We'll probably just have to hold out with the accursed Tumbator Union, and we'll be able to take their one system here. How I would really love Carenza, but that's probably not going to happen. I wouldn't be able to demand anything I can't occupy anyway. But now I've lost my train of thought. Maybe I should follow my incredible fleet, because they tend to know what's up. They're chasing down nothing much at the moment, but we'll take down our accursed enemies here. So, here's a funny divergent there. The stream went down, and it seems a lot of people thought it would be a clever thing to start typing panic, usually in all caps, and generally just making a monkey of themselves. You see, that is exactly the kind of Twitch garbage that I fight against with this channel. I'm trying to make this a good place to be. So naturally, if you start aping about like that, you're going to get banned, and that ban is permanent. So think twice. Think more than twice. It's funny, because I read all kinds of complaints about the harsh treatment that we have around here in this chat, and I can't help but think, working as intended. I'm going to take you guys out, and then it's orbital bombardment time. Our enemies are not allowed to exist. Jake, weren't you chasing a 3k stack? That 3k stack went all the way to my allies' territories, so I don't really care what they get up to. So look, we've been detecting them here, there, and oh, actually... yeah, see, there they are, hanging around here. I think they'll be fine. They have plenty of subjects who can take care of them. Surely. But we are taking over. We're going to have a lot of land to sectorize, but we can do that. Just like we're going to do you. Starvation on their planet here. What a pity for them. Because pop goes you. But this isn't the only area you have, is it? Because you have that. That, and what else? Where else do the Galactic Poseidon empires have provinces? I don't know. See, apparently they have 3. One of them is in Maghama system. I'm currently pounding that one into the ground. Another one's in Tupgada. The other one is in V Tordam in the Dradim system. The Dradim system. Oh, of course, it was right next to my vassal's planet. What a fool I am. Oh well, we probably should have grabbed that one on the way. But they're not really going to get up to much. Not that my vassal has much to defend themselves with, but they'd never managed to land there. We're going to take over this, and then we're going to show them who's boss. It's us. So no, when it comes to viewer count, I am not a fanatic collectivist. And I quite like having smaller viewer counts, so don't think I'm concerned when you end up seeing dozens of people getting banned in here. It's the natural order of things, and it's as it should be. Can you give your planets, or can you give your vassals planets to govern? That is what I would like to know, but I'm not sure. Things they didn't last long, did they? And neither will the enemy army. Go, my clones. Dispatch them. Yeah, the Defense Legions seem to be considerably better than the other ones. the best possible outcome. Your victory is yet another test of our faith. And there they go. Now I'm curious what the penalty is for being over this. Monthly influence and monthly credits go down, but we can tend to that. They're gone, and I'll just have to figure out how to deal with all these areas. But I will. Does that mean, you know, I still need to make peace with these fellows? And how to negotiate that, because, oh well, they'll give it up shortly. You guys, I doubt there's too much for you to do at the moment, so I'm gonna have you rest up over in... where exactly? I mean, this is now mine, and it has crew quarters, so just chill out there, will you? And we're gonna have to deal with the starvation in planets that we took over. Yeah, there's quite a few things we're going to have to sort out. I should probably do a bit of sorting before I sectorize the whole lot of it. But I want to end these wars and get ourselves into a period of peace before then. Still, those starving people are probably not too impressed. Let's hop over to them. They're probably not too happy with us as well. Look at that. Alien over... Oh, jinx, these guys are never going to be happy. They don't like the fact that I prohibit slavery either. Why would that be? Because they're decadent and they need them. Okay, so their ethos divergence is going to be sky high. What I want then is an army there to hold out against them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there can be up to 16 of them. I should just cap out on defense army. 11 should be plenty. It seemed to work fine last time because we also get the potential army garrison there. In fact, if anything, all the places we take over, we should be doing that. There's the clone army, naturally, but we don't need them right now. What we could do is using defense armies, though. Same with you. I mean, I'm not scared about the cost. Defense armies are nice and cheap. And Malmo is something that I just took over, right? Ah, they're growing up. They could probably do with a frontier clinic, though. Always good to increase that habitability. Damn, we're good at habitability. Jake, there's only one solution: cultural enrichment. Still gotta figure out how best to deal with those, though. But I will. Victory for Tanner. Okay, so how about those units of ours, the clone army? I'm thinking I can just keep my army anchored over in Bornholm. Just enter orbit there. And there's going to be a lot for my science ship to do, loads of timed things to check out. But we have the area to do so. I just want to end this other fairly worthless war, because I'm never going to get those other provinces. Never, he says. How I wish I could reach there. But that's one good way to deal with our border issue. Just cleave out all the nations around us. Very nice of them to declare war on us like that. Okay, our Eskimo ship has a lot to be done. Wasn't there stuff to research? I mean, I remember blowing up lots of stuff. I require a science ship. I can't just select it and do that. Okay, well I know it was over here, so science ship, get to work. And where was the other morsel that I wanted to pick up? I forget. Oh, it's over in Adventure Island. Okay, well that makes things easier. I go over to Bornholm. Yeah, it's the guy that came over and tried to blow us up. There's plenty of time though. I'll just get our science ship to do that. And everything is hunky-dory. Jake, if you destroy the enemy outpost in Scripton, will your borders move to take it over? The outpost in Scripton. 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 Who even are these guys? Oh, they're still part of that union. Okay, that has got to go before we make peace. Don't want any of that junk. Then again, they're not going to exist at the end of all this. I'd probably end up inheriting it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I would. Okay, I don't like this though. I wanted to inherit that. Ah, right, they've attached to me. That's kind of cool of them. But no, let's keep you guys hanging out here. In our new space, but now let's have you hang out in Bornholm. Bornholm's a nice place to be. I'm thinking it'll become mine once we end this war. Planet right? Yep. Jake, you don't have the influence to maintain it. That's alright, I can always destroy it. Or Union. I need to get my head around what's going on here for a sec. Right, there we go. I already wiped out those guys. These are the Tumbators. I'm going to get rid of theirs. I'll never be able to get that or liberate the other planet, so I'm going to get Beerus. And that's your only planet, right? Yep. Jake, you don't have the influence to maintain it. That's alright, I can always destroy it. Besides, I'm losing influence because I'm integrating a subject. And I can always just demolish it later, so that's fine. So... No, hell no, that's not offer white peace. That would be a terrible mistake. Send our demands. Okay, so that's what happens then. It all went away and it became part of our vassals. Interesting, but not altogether surprising. And our science ship is going to have its work cut out because there's a whole lot to explore around here. Good way to get you leveled up though. And Jings, our borders are huge here. I can be pretty safe in the knowledge that there's going to be no alien menace around here, so let's get to know all of it and sectorize our new planets after we solve the starvation problem. 3 planets. These guys were terrible to their own people. And they still refused to die. It's a tragedy in its own right, but why are they so hungry? Can't trust nobody around here. Yeah, I mean, they should be producing loads of food, but the food is apparently not collected. Why? Like, I don't understand. Why would they not collect their food? Ah, because it's... That's because I bombarded it. Okay, that's starting to make some sense. Once they repair that, that probably goes for the other ones as well. I probably just ruined their source of food. You, for example, you need... No, you're fine, you just need upgraded. Huh? 3 and 5 and 2? Looks like they're missing something. I don't get it. Let's see if there isn't some food we can repurpose for them. Like this one. Why have a power plant here when what they need is food? So we're going to replace you with food farm. Which means I'm just going to demolish that straight away so they actually start getting some food. And then the last one here. Oh, I need defense armies on these guys, otherwise they're just going to revolt. Fairly confident I can cover the cost. And you guys have no right to be starving. Look at all this everything you've got. Don't even care. I'm going to sectorize the lot anyway. So Danelaw is going to grow ever larger. I don't think I need control over any of these myself. And if sectorizing it is a terrible thing to do, then too bad. Because I'm doing it anyway. Were you one of them? No, you were always mine, let's not forget that. That's disturbing that the fleet is covering that. Sectors missing resources. At least one of your sectors is missing a resource and lacks the energy and will not gain any resources from... If you say so. Wasn't there another planet that I need to give over to these guys? I think it was here. Okay, I've got quite a few things to sort out at the end of that. Jake, spaceports can produce 3 food. It's possible because I blew that up. That is why they're losing out here. Okay, that's another one of the problems. I need to give Danelaw that province as well. Danelaw sector gets you as well, which I guess is a bit problematic for me. Capacity, leader capacity. Yes, I love leader capacity. And is this province even considered mine? Oh shoot, I didn't realize I was still in this mode. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Didn't I take this over anyway? I'm trying to remember how my border used to be. I think I had Adar, but not this one. Oh well, no need to worry. We're looking pretty good anyway. Of course, I've got Draku now, but I integrated you. And look at them, they're not all that unhappy anyway. Happiness is 25%, which isn't great. I wonder if they're actually going to draw into any factions at this rate. Now that recently conquered is going to go away. There's no governor on them, but I could always sectorize them. Bring them into Malta, for example, but they seem happy enough under me. Nothing wrong with these guys. How about their ethics divergence? Once the anger goes away, they're actually going to be pretty happy under my rule and come towards my ethics. And in addition to that, let's see, they get extra food. I don't care about their slavery. Okay, materialists, so they start giving me more science. This is actually a pretty excellent place to have. We're going to clear all the everything on their planet and make it just a good place to be. It's a shame that they're not glorious Danes, but we can't all just purge and keep moving. Their spaceport could probably be considerably better. Oh, no, 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 no. Upgrade that stuff right there. But it needs a name. Hell, they always need a name. And what are we going to call this one? It's a shame though, it's very tempting to add it to Malta, since we could get better Danish areas for ourselves here. Might add it to Malta anyway. I mean, I can have better lands myself. This arid world, for example, I want. Because that'll give me the influence that I need over here. Is that it? Jings, it's tiny. But it's also pretty good. I think I'm going to have to take this over. If we have Malta take that over, then I can have my own one. Because I don't care too much about it. Jake, call it Danzig. Aye, but Danzig is worth a lot. Then again, so are these guys, and that's a huge planet that I would really quite like myself. Alright. We'll make it so. Danzig of the Danzig sector. Okay, I'm still torn on who to sectorize, but not to worry, we'll go back to Stettin. We need to grab another one of our super hardy Ultra Danes, because I've really come to understand that they are the future. And the future is now. Ultra Danes, these ones communal, happy, not regular old weak Danes. And I like my materialist ones. Ultra Dane that loves Tundra World. That doesn't make sense to me. I thought they preferred arid worlds. Arid habitability 60%. Good enough for me. That makes sense? Yes, it does. That's a much better looking border for Greater Denmark. Now these guys, they're a bit of a pain. I could just integrate them and then they become part of my subject here. Or become part of my sector here. I feel like I no longer know about this system after the whole warring stuff. I picked up another science vessel, and I know my science vessels are all very busy, but I think they could stand to be even busier. Difficult to not go for just the cheaper guy here. And I am really not a fan of that guy who thinks he's plateaued. I'm probably going to find him and shut him down. So, don't know what you're doing over there, but we need you around here. For what exactly, I'm not too sure yet. This science ship has a lot to do though, a crazy lot to do. But our new science ship, well, could assist with research, or could assist with finding out more about these places. The extra construction ship is surplus to requirements, that can go away, but yeah, this science ship. You'll beat them to these surveys anyway. Good enough. Jake, grant the strong fungi a Zeno Academy so they can replace the Ultra Danes as your ground force. I thought my Ultra Danes were already strong though. Huh. Here I was thinking Ultra Danes were strong. Oh well, our ground force is already more than necessary. Advanced shields, hyperdrives. Hyperdrives. I love the fact that even though it's almost 10,000 research, we're going to get through it very quickly. So Danelaw is missing that resource. I could grant them that resource, but do I really want to? Heavens no. I mean, I need that resource. Right. These guys have no friends. Apparently we're equivalent. And they call us unsettling. Now I said I wanted to carve a way into the Rax-Thalk hierarchy. And I think I'm going to have to. It'll be a tough one to do. I'll probably have to take these 3 planets. Might give me a way in, but I'm not all that sure. Robot army. And I can build droids. I don't think I will, but I want to know more about what I can do with them. I also need to keep an eye on those factions, because they're going to want to rise up. I should make sure that all of these newly established areas have armies to keep them in check. I should check out my fungal people, because maybe in Danzig they will make a better ground force. And they're happy enough. Well, everything's relative, isn't it? But maybe a bit of an army would be good for them. The Danzig first fighters still have to, still want to rise up a bit, don't they? There we go. A wee bit of a defense army should be okay. It's not like we're losing energy credits or anything. Gotland and Jutland. Breed faster, please. Ah, they'll be fine. They'll fill out in due time. These things are called the murders. Okay. If you say so. Alright, I lost my train of thought there. I was looking to establish these as the super strong army of the future. Because not only are they strong, they're very strong. So in fact, why am I making defense armies here? When I could have my Xeno armies, which are oh so strong. Okay, I'll get rid of you. I want my Xeno army. Their maintenance is fairly high. And they take a long time to train, but they are full of destruction. The clone army is nice and cheap, so I'm happy enough to keep them around like this. And Stettin also have the Ultra Danes, but now that I think about it, do I really need these Ultra Danes if I'm getting even better ones on the go soon? Well, it couldn't hurt to have them, so we'll embark them as they are and get them somewhere half decent. Since this is where the fighting is going to be, we could have them hang out in, oh, I don't know, Rankshan? Maghara? Apparently I can't land my armies here, but why? Probably because it's full of defensive armies. As they should. I mean, I want to keep them well defended, so we'll have them chill out in our nearest core planet, Jutland. Good. Making sure that we have all this nice and governed, and there was a scientist that I wanted expelled, wasn't there? Yeah, you there. Negative experience from you. Okay, here's the thing. What's your name? Eskimo Jamdur's Pendum den Valthrig. I can find him here anyway. You're going to be dismissed now and forever. I want a new and better one. Researching anomalies and recruitment. Well, hard to argue with the recruitment cost. Eager. How about you prove yourself here? Assist Stettin with its researching. Resource output drops for a wee bit, but that's okay. I have a lot to explore here. And I am tempted to get these guys inside me just so I have access to the resources here. And just having these vassals isn't so hot. Not that expensive to get them inside of us. But they're also probably very angry people. I haven't even surveyed my own subject's planet. But we'll get around to that. Jake, could you perchance hover over your energy so we see the current allocation of your expenses? I can one-up you there and open up our budget screen. Ship maintenance taking up a large chunk of it, but not nearly as much as station and building maintenance. That is chewing through our energy credits. But we come up with a grand total of plus. And the production